Hello, ladies and laddies, I'm Newts, and this is 70 Ways to Die in Flushed Away for GameCube and PS2. Let's dive in. Number 1. In the first level, you are disallowed from walking outside of certain areas and must stay on the intended path. Number 2. These same mission fail planes also keep you from falling where you shouldn't be. Number 3. The North gun turrets can kill you if you get hit too many times. Number 4. These same North guns can also hit you out of the air, though you can survive if you're epic enough to hit a frame-perfect jump out of hitstun. Number 5. Roddy's butlers, Gilbert and Sullivan, don't do damage, but they can punch you off of the table. If you use hacks to set your HP to 0, then they can kill you. Number 6. These untextured balls coming out of a cereal box can send you off to your death. Number 7. Jumping into this bucket instantly kills you. Number 8. These books can shove you off the shelf, which can kill you. Number 9. This is the first instance in which you can drown in the game. Number 10. Yo-yos, for some reason, deal damage. Number 11. Roddy takes fall damage, and if he falls from high enough, he dies. Fall damage can be mitigated by attacking the same frame you land. Number 12. By landing after the last frame of an attack animation, Roddy lives. Or does he? Doing other actions after going into this state kills you. Number 13. Getting hit off of this rope pushes you into a mission fail plane around the rope. Number 14. Double jumping before falling into this hole kills you as you enter the rest of the second level. Number 15. These are the children of Arachne, and they spin and spit at you.
You know that.
Number 16. Touching the sides of this fan is instant death. Number 17. Losing the race against this cricket ball will kill you. Number 18. These platforms can shock you to death. Number 19. These stalactites punish you for not spelling out the word spiders with the alphabet blocks by killing you in a gruesome way. Number 20. If you trigger the cutscene while falling, you'll die during it, and once you respawn, you'll end up drowning infinitely until you restart the level. Number 21. Sometimes you'll end up getting squished by these cricket balls as they come down, which, like number 17, instantly kills you. Number 22. Unlike in the movie where they're harmless, these slugs are ready to slime you to death at a moment's notice. Number 23. Squeaky security guards have no qualms whacking you into submission, even calling some backup to speed up your demise. Number 24. Spike and or Whitey, upon seeing you, will capture you, thus failing your mission.
You'll be sleeping with the fishes. I don't like fishes, Spike.
Number 25. These planks will collapse if you walk onto them. Number 26. This fan won't kill you instantly, but landing on it damages you, and your hitstun recoil can send you falling into the water. Number 27. These cog-like objects, once you go in between them, kill you instantly. Number 28. Expulsions of steam can either send you falling or outright damage you enough to kill you, and if you end up facing the wrong direction, you can even get comboed to death, either by one or even two separate steam expulsions. Number 29. If the toad wakes up, then you're in his line of sight, you fail the mission. Number 30. Spike and Whitey will chase you, and if they touch you, you will get captured, once again falling into Whitey's arms. Number 31. The sliding pipes at the end of the lair damage you if you slide over the flanges of the pipes rather than jump over them. Once you hit 0 health, it will force you off the pipe, sending you falling into the water to your death. However, You're able to jump from this state and get back onto the pipe, though until you collect health, you won't be able to complete the level. Number 32. By avoiding a load trigger before grappling onto this point, you can keep the rest of Enter the Lair unloaded. You'll fall for a very long time until you eventually die, which I won't show because it takes literal hours to get to an eventual floor. Number 33. The Jammy Dodger can get stuck easily in a later level, but here the only place is in between the buildings on this block. There's an 8-second timer that determines how long the boat can stay out of the water before you mission fail, and getting stuck like this is an easy way to make that timer go to 0. Number 34. Turrets in the boat levels will shoot you down, though they aren't great at their job most of the time. Number 35. Fatberry, Thimblenose Ted, and Ladykiller will chase after you during both parts of Race with the Rats, though they're much better at hitting you in the first part than the second part. Number 36. These ropes expel liquid nitrogen gas, which damages Roddy while he's swinging. Hold on to them long enough, and you die. Number 37. This pipe expels freezing air, which also kills you. Number 38. Pressing Z when it appears on the screen zooms the camera out to show a specific area, locking your analog stick movement. If you hold Z, it stays that way. You can input other actions while the camera is in this state, so you can fall to your death with a nice cinematic camera. Number 39. This cutscene trigger extends to the edge of the platform, so you can die while Whitey declares that he is coming to get you. Number 40. You are disallowed from riding on NPC boats, dying instantly. Number 41. In the second part of Escape the Lair and Follow That Girl, you have to chase the Jammy Dodger, though if you choose not to, you fail the mission.
Just can't keep up. Must fall down now.
Number 42. Fatberry, Ladykiller, and Thimblenose Ted can make you fail the mission if you are within their line of sight. Number 43. The Flabby, as the manual calls them, are hard-hitting enemies that can kill you with an uppercut or a shockwave. Number 44. Another easy way to get out of bounds, this wall straight up doesn't have collision, so you just fall until the timer runs out. Number 45. For whatever reason, if you were to go past this invisible wall with hacks, you are unable to run to the end of the level besides this tiny area where Roddy would otherwise land, taking the normal way via zipline. Otherwise, it fails the mission. Number 46. A good deed has a timer that, if you let run out, fails the mission. Number 47. In the second half of A Good Deed, after Roddy and Rita pull the drain plug, you can get caught in the whirlpool and die. Number 48. By switching stations while crossing a loading trigger, you can keep the rest of the level from loading. If you enter the out of bounds, you are frozen in place and must wait for the airtime countdown before you then die. Number 49. By clipping into this specific wall, there is a ceiling that immediately collides with any projectile that the Mousetrap Catapult Station can shoot. Since these projectiles have splash damage unlike the others, you can deplete your health to 0 and die. Number 50. Arachne has similar attacks to her spawn, except with a kick and a more wound-up spit attack, though she should rarely get a chance to hit you, let alone kill you. Number 51. During the salvaging minigame, if you switch stations and then back, cancel the minigame, and then jump, you'll die. This is because during the minigame, you're considered out of the water, but the timer resets where the minigame finishes as you are in the water during the end of the minigame usually. If you jump, the timer will not properly reset, resulting in a mission fail. Number 52. These fruit-throwing enemies hit hard with the food they throw at you, so take precaution or face a walloping, resulting more than likely in your death. Number 53. They aren't super dangerous, but these guys in groups can hinder your movement and rack up enough damage to kill you. Number 54. Same as above, except their attack is slower. Number 55. When a gate opens, sometimes the Jimmy Dodger will be considered out of bounds and lose control, coming to a stop in the water and killing you. Number 56. If you fail this minigame, in other words, use all of your onion firework box pushing thingies before you make a bridge to the other side of this gap, you die. Luckily, all of that is avoidable with a precise jump. Number 57. These fruit also damage you, but at least it's not as much as the hooligans. Number 58. Using a very specific station switch glitch, you can give Roddy or Rita access to the station switch menu, which allows the Jammy Dodger to be controlled while they are on the field. You can then shoot and kill them with any weapon. Number 59. Being under this log as it drops down will force you underwater, and you are stuck floating aimlessly until you die. Number 60. This platform will collapse if you stand on it, which while most of the time is not an issue at all, can sometimes get you. Number 61. The frog's hench frogs can throw fleur-de-lis shurikens at you, which either kill you outright with enough hits or knock you off the ground and into the water. Number 62. This rope can possibly kill you if you adjust your camera from being straight. Since you can't control Rita until she lands, she's stuck falling to her death. Number 63. The frog has a few different attacks he can hit you with, including the signature fleur-de-lis shuriken, karate chop, and his tongue. Number 64. The toad will attack with flasks full of liquid nitrogen that deal damage. Number 65. The three henchrats, Fatberry, Thimblenose Ted, and Ladykiller will all be trying to fight you, and if you let them, they can deal damage to kill you. Number 66. Steam blasts come back after their debut in Enter the Lair, and now they can knock you into holes in the vents or outright combo you to death. Number 67. Getting caught between this door while it opens and closes kills you instantly. Number 68. Electricity instantly kills you. Number 69. If this fan is activated, it doesn't have a hitbox for whatever reason. However, if you go to the switch to deactivate it, it becomes deadly, though not an instant kill like most other things. Number 70. The toad will hit you with his tongue if you use Rita's grappling hook to knock a liquid nitrogen flask out of his hand, dealing damage. Should have swapped this with the previous one, honestly, for no reason at all. Now to tackle the question, why wasn't it a more clean number like 100? I could have made it to 100 easily, but I wanted to limit the amount of redundancies and keep each way to die unique. Simple as that. However, 70 is still a nice number to end on. None of the side missions have any unique ways to die, though at some point I'll be covering some of the quirks of the game that are related to dying and whatnot. Anyway, it may be too late to reach 1,000 subscribers this year, but I would like to at least reach 300, so if you could like and subscribe for more flushed away content, I would be elated. My effort on videos will be more than worth your effort of subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all later.